This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Live from the heart of Washington State,
where mountains meet the sea.
From vibrant city streets
Nagsasawi atop Seattle's Space Needle
to quiet lakeside retreats.
Fish for salmon at the beach or skip rocks at Deception Pass.
Take a ferry across Puget Sound.
Welcome to Washington State, the land of wonder.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all members and listeners around the world. We thank you for joining us for yet another edition of Ever Growing Evergreen, Rooted Milestones, formerly INCRadio Seattle, Washington. Once again, our new name. Let it grow on you, just like the name itself, Ever Growing Evergreen. So spread the word to all your friends and loved ones. We have a lot of fun here at our satellite. Also, if you also have a milestone that you'd like to feature on the program, let us know. We'd love to hear all of your amazing stories and share them on our program. Now, I'm your host for today, Brother Marlon Tuduran from the local congregation of Puyallup, Washington, and we have a very exciting topic to share with all of you today. On today's show, our topic will be marriage milestones, from newlyweds to lifelong lessons. How do you know if you found the one? What's married life like? What are the challenges and what are the blessings that come with a marriage? Stay tuned as we discuss with our very special guests. You might recognize their faces, their regular faces here on INCRadio. But not only that, we'll also hear from our correspondent who will have an update on news and activities happening here in the district and in Washington State. We'll also have a hidden treasure segment showcasing an amazing place located here in Washington State. So you don't want that place to stay hidden, so stay tuned so that you can unveil the mystery of this hidden treasure later on in our segment. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and introduce our guests for today. We'll start with the Guillermos. If you could please introduce yourselves, tell us what local congregation you're from, and if you have any shout outs, this is now your time to do so.
Hello, Brother Marlon. This is Sister Blessing Guillermo, as you may already know, and thank you so much for having us.
And this is Brother Jerry.
And shout outs to all of our friends and families listening in the Philippines, Hawaii, and in Washington.
Yes, I'd also like to give a shout out to your family as well. A lot of good friends in the Guillermo family, and happy to be somewhat of like a member of the family as well. So happy to have you both on the show with us today. We also have another guest here, Sister Kate, if you could do the honors.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Sister Kate. And I would like to shout out the local of Everett, along with all of my friends and family around the world. Hello.
I'm surprised you didn't want to shout out your cats too. they're
Shout out
quite
my
popular.
cats. Shout out my husband.
Shout out to your husband, not shouting at your husband, right? Okay, so we also want the YouTube chat to be involved in our discussion today. So we extend this question out to anyone listening out on YouTube in our chat. And that's for those of you that are married. How long have you been married? So you have some time to think about that. Count the years that have gone by. And we'd love to hear how long you've been married. And do you have an unforgettable wedding day story? Ooh, I have one, but we'll see if we get to that later. And while you're there on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the program here at Ever Growing Evergreen here in Seattle, Washington. Okay, now let's begin with our discussion today. Excited to get this started. Once again, for those of you that are tuning in at this moment, our topic today is marriage milestones from newlyweds to lifelong lessons. Okay, so uh hmm, let's begin with our newlyweds. Sister Kate, how long have you been married?
I have been married just a little under 3 months.
Oh wow. So that is very, very new there.
Very
Uh
new.
how did you realize uh that this man was the one for you? And if you could share his name as well, so we don't have a mystery man.
Yeah, my Miss Man. So my husband's name is Brother Gabe Johnson. Um, and let me think. I think for me, I kind of knew he was the one because I always felt like really calm, but it felt like I was just laughing a lot whenever I was with him. And that was really enjoyable. And then I was thinking about, I never feel like bored. Like I can feel bored, but I don't feel bored when I'm with him. So that type of thing.
Oh, that's nice. All right, let's go ahead and ask the Guillermos. How long have you been married? Ooh, they're already looking at each
Oh,
other. Let's see. How
okay.
long?
We've been married for 40 years. We just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary this year. Um, and Annie?
Wow. So we've been together a lot longer. Oh, there's
Oh,
pictures
look
of
at
us
the
when we were
pictures.
just babies. Actually,
We were.
our story is that he liked me ever since we were 7.
We were in the second grade,
He
and I
liked me.
saw her in the choir loft in CWS. Said, "Oh, who is that new girl up there?" And I don't know if I knew that she was the one, but I definitely was infatuated.
Wow, 40 years.
Yes.
I turned
Plus,
40.
Plus.
I plus. I turned 40
Plus.
this month, so
yes.
You're as old as our marriage, Brother
I'm as
Marlon.
old as your marriage. Speaking about marriage, we'll extend this to the Guillermos. Do you have any memorable moments from your wedding day that you'd like to
Oh my
share?
goodness.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, for me, it was definitely a family event. I mean, we had family members who are choir members and deacons and deaconesses and family members that sewed our outfits or decorated it. So it was definitely a family affair, which I remembered. But the funny recollection I had was seeing our mothers in the corner over there just crying. And I thought, oh, how sweet. They're crying for us. And then I hear my mom going, oh my gosh, they're going to starve. She doesn't know how to cook.
None of none of none of my mom. I don't think she knew how to cook until she got married. My wife didn't know how to cook until she got married. But you know what? All of them, I think, became great cooks.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's
We
one of the
didn't
things I
starve.
love about my wife
I
is
agree. I mean,
she's a
I've
love.
had some
She
of Auntie's
cooks real
cooking just
well.
recently, so it's very good. Oh wow,
Thank you.
that's so funny though. Uh, Sister Kate, how about your wedding day? Do you have any memorable moments from? I know it's so everything is just a blur
Yeah.
on wedding day.
Yeah. Such a blur. I'm trying to think of like any unforgettable moments. I think for the most part it was a really beautiful time and day. The weather was really perfect. I think I think the only standout point for me was I had woken up and I realized I didn't get any flowers for the flower girl, like the petals. And so, but I had like extra flowers left over because I made my own bouquet. So I just like grabbed a ton and just like threw it in her little basket. That was my kind of memory from that morning. Which was like a funny thing to forget. I'm like, oh, no flowers for the flower girl.
I just do the motions. No, it's good that there was petals there on the wedding day. Uh, for my story, it's just more of my incompetence. Uh, I was
You're not
I
incompetent.
was somewhat running late to the wedding, and I was rushing. And I remember I hopped into my car. I had the corsage, the boutonniere, and all those things. I put it on top of my car, along with my wallet, and then I was in such a hurry that I drove off
Oh
with these
no.
items on top of the car, and I was already like halfway down the street when I realized. So I U-turned, and then I had to look through the street looking for these items, and I found everything. Nothing was like damaged or anything like that, but my heart was pounding. I was driving fast to the chapel, but made it on time. Made things really exciting. It was definitely catching my breath, and it was just a funny story that I was able to tell my wife afterwards because she was already stressed out with a lot of other things going on during the wedding.
What happened?
Oh, I think you're on. You turned
Did you get
on mute,
muted?
Brother Mark. I was
Oh.
going to say, yeah, a bride shouldn't be stressed on her wedding day.
I wasn't stressed at all. I just showed up. 3 days I was there, got married, and went back to Korea.
Oh, were you on duty at the time, Uncle?
Yeah, but I brought my wife with me, so it was a 6 months.
Oh,
Honeymoon.
honeymoon.
We got married between my tour, and then she came with me to Korea. So there was 6 months worth of honeymoon
And shopping.
and shopping.
That's awesome. And shopping. That's awesome. I would love that. Okay, next question. What's something you've learned about each other since being married? So it's a lot different when you're dating and you're just getting to know someone, but when you're married and you're living together and you see each other first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening, what's different when you're married? Like, what have you like learned about each other? Let's start with Sister Blessing and Brother Jerry.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a loaded question at our age. Actually, we learn a lot about each other all the time because you're a new person. Every time you learn something new and new situations. So, but there's a lot of things that we've always been and will continue to be. And so there's like Brother Jerry is the free spirit. I'm the geek. He's the big spender. I'm the
A lot of spending.
a lot of spending.
Small
He's,
stuff.
he's the big picture, and I'm the detailed person. He's the aesthetics person, and I'm the practical. And he's my dreamer. He's the one that keeps me dreaming, but I'm the one that keeps him grounded.
Yes.
So we try to use each other's strengths and uh, to bolster what not weaknesses, but where we're not as strong, we depend on each other to strengthen us and lift us up.
I really like that a lot. So yeah, to balance each other's out and strengthen the relationship by supporting each other. That's great. In my relationship with Sister Eva, we have sometimes we have too much in common, so we like to enable each other. It's like, should I buy that? And be like, yes. Like, why did we buy that? But it's I love I've learned a lot also just being with my wife, and it's just 1,000 times better than dating because you just get to love them more each and every day, even more and more. How about you, Sister Kate? So the 3 months you've been with your husband, what have you learned about each other since being married?
I was gonna say everyone's responses is so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. I'm just like, I don't know if I learned that much yet. in the 3 months that we've been living together. I guess I was going to say, like people's particular like habits of like doing things around the house. I I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I have to clean every night, and I think sometimes he, he doesn't feel the same way. So I think for me, I've gotten used to just like letting things be just a little bit, even if it's like a touch like messy. It's truly not that messy, but it's like a dish in the sink. Like that's what freaks me out. So I think kind of knowing to compromise where I can, just because I'm learning that this person I'm with, like they're their own person too. And as much as I want to like control everything, like you can't always control like another person because they're always going to think something differently than you, and that's okay. You know.
That's so
Yeah, that's
true,
like,
Sister Kate.
yeah, it's a big
You know,
transition.
one of the things that I learned about Sister Blessing is that she compliments me. You know, we do a lot of projects together, and you guys know I'm into photography, and we do a lot of pictures for the church. But a lot of times, I'm so technical with photography, I forget about the artistic part of photography. But that's where Sister Blessing comes in. She's the one that keeps me artistic, I guess.
Thanks, Faith.
I can just feel the love, like just going right through the screen. Like I can just see it in your eyes, and you're talking about each other, and it's just it's wonderful. 40 years and still
40
madly in love
years.
with each other. So that's amazing.
Sometimes madly, sometimes just mad.
That's how it goes.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because with marriages, sometimes there's challenges. Has there been any challenges that you've had to overcome together?
Ooh, Sister
Well,
Kate, do you want to take this one first?
Oh man, I'm trying to think too. I think I don't know about any like big challenges. I think just learning to communicate in a different way. Just because we are living together, so I do see him quite a bit often. Um, but I think sometimes because I do see him often, like it's easy not to communicate like
Mm.
either how you feel or just kind of about your day. So making it an effort to actually like talk to them, because it's easy to fall. I guess I'm finding like it's easy to just like be like, oh, this is like my roommate who's hanging around with me. But no, he's also my husband, and it's important to have like meaningful conversations with them. And I think for me, I had learned in my own family of like taking the time to like pray together. And that's something like my parents instilled in me, so I try to like make sure to do that too. Um, just because we have so much of our life ahead of us, and we want to like stay healthy and make sure we like get the right opportunities for us too.
I
Oh,
love that. Yeah, prayer is
that's
definitely very, very powerful. Yeah, when me and my wife are able to pray together, I sometimes like she usually likes it when I'm the one praying, but like I want her to have a turn once in a while just to hear what's like on her mind and like what she wants to pray for too. And she says like, "Oh, I'm so bad at praying," but when she prays, I think it's one of the most beautiful things, and I just can feel what's coming from her heart. So, if you're listening right now, I really love it when you pray. So, don't be shy around me. It's just me. Okay. With that said, so 40 years, 3 months, time goes by. How do you keep each other happy and keep things exciting in the relationship? Who would like to go first?
go ahead, honey.
exciting and happy. I don't know, maybe we're a bit too old for the exciting part, but happy is the cherishing part. I think like Sister Kate said, we're two different people, and there's always going to be ups and downs. But no, and Complementing each other is important, but keep and recognizing each other's differences, like cherishing doing the small things. Like Brother Jerry knows that I love it when he serves me coffee in the morning.
Gotta get her coffee.
And little things like that, or just recognizing what makes the other person happy. We're both on the creative side, so we bought a new home just so that we can keep working on projects. Like we both love gardening, and so it's just those things that we know that helps us keep going as a couple.
You have to you have to do something together that you both like, because we all have our individual interests, but if you don't, as a couple, don't have anything that you both like to do together,
It's
then
easy to follow.
it's easy to fall apart and just go about doing your own thing. Because I'm interested in other stuff other than gardening, like my woodworking. Sister Blessing is what you are interested in all the other stuff.
The other stuff, all the other stuff that he doesn't like, likes musicals and things like that. But and sometimes we do things that we don't necessarily like just for the sake of the other person, just to stay connected and just to let them know that I'm doing this for you and not necessarily for me.
Like she likes going to plays, me, I'm not into plays, but I go there just because it's better to go with her instead of her going with someone else like her sisters. So
Yes. So we do things for each other, but we do find things to do things together.
Yeah, that I really like that. Yeah, and it at the same time just helps you learn more about each other. What's important to your partner, and like why are they so passionate about this other thing. My wife, she's really into doing art. Sometimes she tables at like conventions and stuff. I wasn't really too into that. But that was the reason why I did meet her one time at the convention. So, but I've gotten more involved with that, trying to support her with that. And on the other side, like she was never into like Japanese cars, but now she can like point out stuff that I always point out. So it's nice to have that relationship together. Wow, we are almost running out of time, so we're gonna keep it moving. Um, Last question, we'll make it quick. What advice do you have for couples planning to get married in the future? So, Sister Kate, we'll let you have this one.
I think my advice, um, part of me thinks it's like, oh, logistically, just really plan your wedding out. But no, I think my advice is just to be patient with each other. When you're looking to get married, I think a lot of new experiences is gonna pop up, like how you handle certain issues. So just be patient with each other, and know that hopefully by then, when you're planning to get married, you already understand that it's okay to have arguments as long as at the end of the day you both still really love each other and care for each other.
Love always prevails.
Yes.
yes.
How about from Uncle and Auntie? Any advice for couples planning to get married in the future?
Oh,
Oh,
you're in it for the long haul. At least for Iglesias, there's no refund, there's no return, there's no credits. You're in it for the long haul. So having faith is and praying together, like what Sister Kate says, always helps with the rough spots. And also remember that it's not about equality. We're all different people, so it can't be equal, but it has to be equitable. And and also, whenever there's times when you can't agree on something, be creative outside of the box solutions for a win-win solution. For instance, like Brother Jerry forgets to always turn off the lights, and that caused me. I mean, simple things like that. But you know what the solution was? We installed motion detector lights in hallways and walk-in bathrooms and walk-in closets. So get creative. because you're in it for the long haul. Oh, Brother Marlon, are you speaking? Because I think you're muted
Oh,
again.
I was all choked up and just feeling the love in the. But thank you so much for everyone for your contribution to the discussion today. I wish we could talk more, but time is going by so fast. So we're gonna go to our next segment from the needle with Sister Hazel.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening po. Hello, and a happy Saturday to everyone who are listening. And thank you so much for all the lessons that you guys imparted to our viewers and listeners, Sister Kate and Sister Blessing and Brother Jerry. It's so nice, and you are on the road to forever. Good luck po. Sister Kate might be just 3 months. Before you know it, you're on the 50th year anniversary. Hopefully, I'm around still at that time to celebrate with you. Anyway, so the activities around here in Seattle. The first one is the exhibit of glass art in Everett at downtown Everett, and it's called Refract Art. The next one is the Taste of Seattle. You can have different tastings to participate in, especially the chocolate tasting. And my favorite, coffee tasting. So those who are the ones that are listening who are chocoholic or coffeeholic, let's go there and participate in this Taste of Seattle. I know Brother Marlon is going, ooh, that sounds so good. Which one do you want,
Sounds
chocolate or
delicious.
coffee?
Yes.
I know. And then, for the free museums, there's Fry Art Museum, Gold Rush Museum, Cubado Garden, or the Cubado Garden. I haven't been there, so I should go there with my grandson. Bellevue Botanical Garden. And then December to January will be The Lion King at the Paramount Theater in Seattle. So for our district activity tomorrow, there will be a Binhi Vision Board making in Seattle Function Hall at 4 p.m. And tomorrow for all the new organist and choir members, there will be district oath taking in the local of Tacoma during the 10 a.m. worship service. And tomorrow also in Seattle at 6 p.m., there will be a special gathering for finance and head deacons. So that is it, po. Back to you, my brother. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you, Sister Hazel. Okay, so right before we go, we have a few comments I'd like to read real quick. Response from Sister Roxanne Manalo. She said, 15 years with Brother Kyle Manalo on December 27, 2025. Congratulations. Wow. Anniversary coming right up. We have a comment from Sister Jovi Villacrucis. Sister Blessing makes the best adobo. Sister Mia Ruiz will agree. Hashtag Olympia. Another response we have, I have been blessed to be married to my beautiful wife, Rendell Verheeren, for 20 years. It doesn't feel like 20 years. It feels like yesterday. Happy advanced birthday, babe. 12/8. And I assume that's Brother Jacob. There's no name there, so... All right. I got you, Brother Jacob. I know that's you. Okay, with that said, we want to give a very special thanks to Brother Eduardo Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Ramil Regino, our District Minister, Brother Relly Rivera, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Chris Valdez, our CFO Overseer, Brother Manly Andaya, our Executive Producer, the listeners, thank you so much for sharing your time with us here today. And the INCRadio Tech crew, thank you so much. This show would be not made possible without you all. And with that said, from Ever Growing Evergreen, keep growing and stay rooted.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.